Right. So let us see the clarifications which have been given. Yes, under clause 6, part 1, first schedule. That is, they have given the prohibited ways of solicitation. Very important for us to very properly go through this list, you know, because they pick up a point from here and they make a case study in the exam. Right, so advertisements and notes in the press. So can the CA give advertisement in Times of India, Economic Times? No, circulating letters to people who may become his clients or canvassing is not allowed. You understand? No, but advertisement say, you know, where there is a vacancy in office, or advertisement where you are acting as a liquidator trustee, then those cases advertisement is allowed. That we will be further seeing in clause 7 part 1 first schedule. But can you advertise for tax returns, tax audits and statutory audits in the newspaper? Not at all. Next one. And then it says you can also advertise in the newspaper for any change in the partnership, any change in the address or the telephone number, provided this is by way of a bare statement of facts. Okay, our firm A and Company, which was earlier located on Tilak Road, has now shifted its office to FC Road. As a bare statement of facts. No need to write, our firm which has 2 laptops and 1 AC, which gives Saturday, Sunday, holiday, Saturday if you come samosas and wafers, has shifted its office from Tilak Road to FC Road. What does it say? By way of a bare statement of facts, no adjectives. Rather, you know what they also say? Even avoid the expression such as a well-known firm. You cannot write, you know, well-known firm in Pune has changed its office address from FC Road to Tilak Road. It says even saying well-known firm amounts to solicitation as a bare statement of facts. Next one, we come to publication of books or articles. Right, so can CA publish any books or articles? Right, have you seen the CA journal? Right, CA journal, you see the articles written over there by practicing CA, say, you know, on CARO 2016 or on the Companies Act, a few provisions say of independent directors or on GST or so. Right, so there is say an article written in the CA journal on CARO. And there here you have the passport size photograph of the member and then the name of the member is written over here. You understand? So now, what does it say? Can I write my firm name where I am a partner under this particular article or book which I have written? No. What is the sentence if you remember over there? Written in the journal of the institute where the article has been written. They put the passport size photograph and then it is written over there. The author is a member of the institute. You know? For the author is a member of the institute. For any queries, you know, for any queries you can mail him at, you know, say abc@gmail.com. Now say, you know, that employee is working in PwC. So can he write over there abc@pwc.com? Nahi, fir se firm name pata chalega. What does it say? What is the problem with clause 6 says? It says in whichever document, firm name is not allowed to be given. If you give your firm name, then it says that amounts to solicitation. And a firm name not allowed to be given. So for books and articles, you always have to remember this one sentence. What is that one sentence? The author is a member of the institute. Full stop. Firm name not allowed to be given. And a firm name is not allowed to be given. Association with firm of CAs is prohibited. What sentence did I tell you to remember? The author is a member of the institute. That's it. Then telephone directory. Entry should be alphabetical. Yani ke now to no telephone directory, yellow pages. Do you see them anymore? You understand? Yellow pages very rare. No, now more of just dial. You understand? So what does it say? Entry should be alphabetical and payment for the entry should not be unreasonable. Yani you should not have made, you know, paid a higher amount of 10,000 and put the name of your firm in a box or so. So if the name of your firm is Qureshi and Company, so alphabetically it should be coming under Q. And payment for the entry should not be unreasonable. Greeting cards or invitations. Greeting cards, Diwali, New Year, Christmas, yes, greeting cards. An invitation, yani ke say some wedding in the family, any birthday party or so in the family. Invitations with designation and firm name. है ना? So with your designation CA and the firm name can be given to whom? To clients, है ना? To relatives and the friends of the member concerned. So whom can you give greeting cards and invitations? To the clients, to the friends and to the relatives of the member concerned. Come to question number 15, Sonu and Monu. Yes, come to question number 15. Is it 15? Yes, Sonu Monu are two partners of the firm, Sonu Monu Associates. Yes, RTP May 16 question, so it's on the target. Being very pious, Sonu organized a religious ceremony at his home, Havan, hai na, puja, at home, for which he instructed his printing agent to add his designation CA with his name in the invitation card. Later on, the invitations were distributed to all the relative, close friends and clients of both the partners. Guilty or not guilty? Boss, this is ICAI. And that's the golden rule. The moment you get the answer to any question immediately, I'm not undermining your confidence, but at that moment read it again. Okay, program किसके घर पे है? सोनू. And क्या बोला है? Of both the partners. सोनू के, मोनू के relatives and close friends को भेजने का क्या काम था? That is why guilty of professional misconduct. Array, we had studied ऊपर clearly ना, to clients, relatives and friends of the member concerned. 6 months will go in, in the exam hall, this has to come to your mind. Of the member concerned, program किसके यहाँ पे है? सोनू के यहाँ पे. No sending it to clients, relatives and friends of Monu. So the Council of ICAI is of the view that the designation CA as well as the name of the firm may be used in greeting cards, invitations for marriages, religious ceremony and any other specified matters, provided that they are sent only to the clients, relatives and close friends of the member concerned. So you know, on a lighter note, all my prospective clients are my close friends. You understand now? Right. In the given case, in this context, it may be noted that the council has allowed using the designation in invitation for religious ceremony, provided these are sent to clients, relatives and close friends of the members concerned only. Therefore, CA Sonu would be held guilty of professional misconduct under the said clause for sending such invitations to the relative, close friends and clients of Monu as well. Yes, do you get that? Right, so that is another, greeting cards and invitations with designation and firm name. Next one, representation under section 144(3) of the Companies Act 2013. Do you know about this representation under 144(3)? Do you know about this representation? 144(3), you know this, right to make representation given to the retiring auditor. A special notice is required to be sent to the company. A copy of the special notice will be sent to the retiring auditor. The retiring auditor can make a representation in writing. It should not exceed reasonable length. He can request the company to send it to all the members. The company must send unless it is received too late or any default of the company. In that case, it would be read out at the meeting. And also a copy would be filed with ROC. And this is without prejudice to the right to be heard orally at the meeting. And a right to make representation given to the retiring auditor. So say, X was doing the audit of Geo Limited and now X is being removed as the auditor. A copy of special notice has been received by Mr. X. So now he is very unhappy. They are removing me as the auditor. X is being removed, so he is very unhappy. So he has a right to make representation. So now he started writing the representation. You understand, we were providing such wonderful services to them. By finding on earth also, they are not going to find as good auditors as us. I'm telling you in advance, they are going to regret their decision of removing us as the auditor. How much we help them in streamlining the books of account and improving the controls in the organization. Every day we used to get 2 laptops to office when we used to come for doing the audit. And he is telling, circulate it to all the members or read it out at the meeting. He is blowing the trumpet, na? So instead of using the right to make representation, he is abusing the right to make representation. Must काम हो जाएगा ना, he has made this representation and he can request the company to send it to all the members and then all the members will come to know. Right, so it says there in that right to make representation also, if you blow your trumpet, again you will be guilty under clause 6 part 1 first schedule. What does it say? He should not, but should not be, representation should not be with a view to secure publicity or to solicit or to canvass for his continuance. The letter should merely set out in a dignified manner. है ना, लेटर में आपने क्या लिखना चाहिए? अगर आपने रिप्रेजेंटेशन लेटर लिखा भी कि हाउ यू हैव बीन एक्टिंग इंडिपेंडेंटली एंड कॉशियसली एंड दैट यू आर विलिंग टू बी अपॉइंटेड कंटिन्यू एज एन ऑडिटर इफ रीअपॉइंटेड बाय द शेयर होल्डर्स, कि हाउ यू हैव बीन एक्टिंग इंडिपेंडेंटली एंड कॉशियसली थ्रू द टर्म ऑफ योर ऑफिस, दिस यू कैन राइट, and that you are willing to continue with the audit if reappointed by the shareholders. इतना लिख दो. बाकी सब क्या लिखने का काम है कि how we helped them and what we did and what happened. Yes. That part I'm not coming to. Right now I'm looking at it only from the ethics part. Okay, that I'll come to when I go to company law. Right, so come to question number 1, 2 and 3. Right, first come to question number 1. Yes, in a representation to be submitted under section 144(3) of the Companies Act 2013, the partner of the firm of auditor wants to include the contributions made by the firm in strengthening the control procedures of the company during their association with the company. Do you approve their contention? They want to include the contributions made by the firm. Blowing the trumpet na, khud ka gungaan karna. Right. So section 144(3) of the Companies Act permits a retiring auditor to make a representation in writing. The proposition of the partner to highlight the contributions in the representation is not acceptable. And because the representation should not be prepared in a manner so as to seek publicity. Then this is the masala for that particular representation wala question. है ना, जब ये representation का question आता है, so this is the masala. The code of ethics issued by the institute makes it very clear that the right to make representation does not mean that an auditor has a right or a lien on an audit. The wording of his representation should be such that apart from the opportunity not being abused to secure needless publicity, it should not tantamount directly or indirectly to canvassing or soliciting for his continuance as an auditor. And no canvassing, no solicitation. The letter should merely set out in a dignified manner, the sentence I told you, how he's been acting independently and cautiously through the term of office, and may in addition indicate, if he so chooses, his willingness to continue as an auditor if reappointed by the shareholders. Right. So thus the action proposed by the partner could not be approved since it would lead to his being held guilty of professional misconduct. Next one, question number 2. Sodi, a CA in practice, who is proposed to be removed as an auditor of the company, makes unsubstantiated and derogatory remarks against the management of the company in his representation under 144(3) of the Companies Act 2013. Right. Now you might have a thought, okay, I don't know what is the meaning of unsubstantiated and derogatory. But I think that much of English at CA final you might be knowing कि ये कुछ अच्छा तो नहीं बोला है. That much you can understand कि कोई तारीफ तो नहीं की है. And you can copy right now whatever what you say, spelling has been written in the question in the answer. Some students, they have some different problem only in life. Madam, English was very difficult. You can copy right now. What is the problem? I assume तुम्हें इतना तो समझ गया होगा देख के कि unsubstantiated and derogatory is not something good. बस काम खत्म. Unsubstantiated मतलब unsupported, without any base, and derogatory मतलब insulting. And remarks against the management in the representation under section 144(3). So in terms of clause 6 part 1 first schedule, yes, the unsubstantiated and derogatory remarks against the management by Sodi a CA in practice tantamounts to securing professional work by undignified means. Then the masala to that particular question. And then the letter should merely set out in a dignified manner. And therefore, Mr. Sodhi is guilty of professional misconduct. So this was asked in May 97 and then 2011. So almost after 14 years, yani ke 28 attempts, the question has been repeated. Okay, right, come to the next question. Yes, RTP May 15. A special notice has been issued. Read. Guilty or not guilty? Not guilty, because how he is working independently and his willingness to continue as an auditor. So that is allowed. Why I have put this entire thing in caps? Because this is the common one which you can learn for 611, because it covers the two exceptions also in a short form. So everywhere I have not written the clause. Now many places मैंने सिर्फ क्या लिख के रखा है? Refer clause 6 part 1 first schedule, clause 6 part 1 first schedule. And to avoid repetition in many answers I have written that. No. So what is the standard template? This highlight, this caps one. As per clause 6 part 1 first schedule to the act, a CA in practice is deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he solicits client or professional work either directly or indirectly by CAPIB, except applying or requesting for or inviting or securing professional work from another CA in practice and responding to tenders. You understand? So that's one standard one now for the beginning of 611 which you can write. Right, so what does it say? Thus the incorporation as an independent professional made by CA Smart submitting his representation does not lead to solicitation. Therefore CA Smart will not be held guilty for professional misconduct. Right, so that is representation under section 144(3). Yes, again come back to the prohibited ways of solicitation, page number 2.15. Yes, again come back to the prohibited ways of solicitation. Are you all there? Right, next one, giving public interviews. Public interviews, again what does it say? With a view to secure publicity. Rather than highlighting professional achievements are again prohibited. Right, so again with a need to secure publicity, that question we'll see after clause 7 of Mr. Nigel. So that time you'll get it more well. Acceptance of original professional work by a member. You understand? Say, Neo Limited, a newly formed company. And through some reference, the CAM, he got the statutory audit of Neo Limited. And through some reference, the CAM, he got the statutory, he was appointed as the first auditor of Neo Limited, newly formed company. This news reached CAN. CAN came to know, okay, they've got the statutory audit. So what CAN does, he goes to CAM. And he tells them, okay, now you know the management of the company. You've got the statutory audit. Anyways, you can't do the internal audit. So just see now, okay, whether I have an opening over there, okay, whether I can be appointed as internal auditor. So can N approach M? Yes, it's within the CA fraternity now. So can CAN approach CAM? Yes, it's within the CA fraternity. So now this CAM arranged a meeting between the management of Neo Limited and CAN. And God knows what the CAN talked of in that interview or in that particular meeting. The management of Neo Limited decided, okay, whatever statutory audit has been given to CAM, that only we'll give it to CAN. Kar bhala. You understand, no? Why he sent you? So that you get the internal audit. What you did, you snatched his bread only and came back. You understand now? So it says prohibiting, not to, pull each other's work, not to snatch, which emanates from a client who's been introduced to him by another member is prohibited. Why he introduced you? So that you get the internal audit. And what you did? You took away statutory audit and came from there. Right, next one. Members photograph on visiting cards. Yes, can you put a passport size photograph on your visiting card? And have you seen any CA's visiting card with his passport size photograph on it? No, not allowed. But nowadays CA's are allowed to give on their visiting card this QR and a quick response code. This is a new thing which has come. And it's a small square and a digital, like black and white, something like that. And if you scan it, then the name and the address and the email ID, the phone number gets stored in your computer. So can such quick response code be given on the visiting card? Yes, but obviously the quick response code also should not contain any such information which is otherwise not permissible to be printed on the visiting card. You understand? No, but now are you allowed to give a quick response code? Right, but in that quick response code, can you have your photograph? No. What is not allowed in the visiting card is also not allowed in the QR code ka information. Right, so that's a quick response code. Hai na? A black and white is a digital one. If you scan it, then all the data gets on the visiting card gets stored into the computer. Right, so that's a new thing which has come up. Right, then I come to some High Court Council decisions over here. Right, so now we've discussed the general list of prohibited ways of solicitation given by ICAI. Now we come to some of the court matters. Right, CA wrote to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to enroll the name of his firm in the list of auditors. Ouch. You cannot know, what did I say? Aware regarding existence of panel. Are you maintaining a panel or directly put my name? Not allowed, no. Aware of existence of panel and then applied and then paid EMD for non-exclusive area, that is allowed. So it says guilty of charge. CA sent an application to the chairman of cooperative society offering himself for appointment as an auditor. I'm ready to do the audit. Serious breach of professional ethics. Right. A CA wrote letters to the Assistant Registrar of Cooperative Society, Government of West Bengal, stating that though his firm was on the panel of auditors, no work was allotted and requested for such allotment. Roving inquiries, no? Continuous follow-up, again not allowed. The council instructed that roving inquiries should not be made with the government department for empaneling the name unless it has been ascertained in advance that the specific panel was being maintained. Next one. It was held that writing letters to the current auditors by CAs offering their services to audit the accounts was not wrong. Hai na? So you're writing a letter to the current auditor. Is that okay? Yes, because that is within the CA fraternity. Because it's a letter written to a professional colleague and not to a prospective client. Right, next one. Look at this CA. A member was found guilty for having issued circular letters regarding change of address of his firm to persons who were not in professional relationship with him. So to everybody he is sending a letter, okay, we have changed the address of our firm. And height of that, having written to the shareholders, thanking them for appointing him as an auditor. Who appoints the auditor of the company? The shareholders, no? They pass an ordinary resolution in the general meeting. So he's written a thank you letter to all the shareholders of Geo Limited. Thank you for appointing us as an auditor. You understand? So again it says not allowed. Next one, opening ceremony of new office. Hannah, the member's photograph has come in the newspaper on the next day. You understand, no? So new office opened, no? And then, at the beginning they have that floral decoration. They've made a panel over there. Then they've invited some chief guest, for doing the inauguration of that office. Then now two partners of the firm standing on two sides. In between, that celebrity is standing over there. And then one article is getting the tray. In that tray, that knife is there. And then the ribbon cutting ceremony. You understand? And then all balloons and everything and a decoration done. And next day these photos are coming, page 3 of Times of India. No, it says no. Right? So opening ceremony of new office, Satyanarayan Puja, Tirtha Prasad. Yes, any such, what does it say? Opening ceremony, publishing the papers and the photographs in the newspaper, not allowed. The advertisement put by the member is a noticeable one. And the profession of chartered accountancy should maintain high standards of integrity, ethics and efficiency. If soliciting work is allowed, the independence and the forthrightness of the CA in the discharge of duties cannot be maintained, and therefore some discipline must be maintained by the profession. Right, yes, this question was asked in the exams. Yes, tell me what is the question number? Yes, question number 12. An advertisement was published in a newspaper. So see, they pick up points from there and they make a case study. Yes, question number 12, page number 2.19. Are you all there? Yes, page number 2.19, last two lines over there. An advertisement was published in a newspaper containing the photograph of X, a member of the institute, wherein he was congratulated on the occasion of the opening ceremony of his office. No, clause 6, part 1, first schedule. Right, so what does it say? Therefore, he would be guilty under clause 6, part 1, first schedule to the Chartered Accountants Act. Okay. Right. Then after that, what are the other High Court decisions that they are talking of over there? Next one. Yes, page number 2.16. A CA sent a letter to another CA. So यहाँ तक बात ठीक है. One CA writing a letter to another CA because it is within the CA fraternity, in which he introduced his pioneer in liaising with the central government ministries and elite departments for getting various government clearances, for which he claimed to have expertise, and gave the list of his existing clients and details of staff, obviously blowing the trumpet. Right, so what does it say? Again, he will be guilty under this clause. And the last one, CA sent a letter to a non-member, introducing himself as chartered accountants, giving the details of services rendered by him and the schedule of his fees for rendering various kind of services. So that person doesn't even know him. He's telling him that these are the services, these are the fees that we charge. He was guilty under this clause because that again amounts to solicitation. Right? Come to question number 9. Question number 9. Oh, question number 9 we've seen? No. Oh yes, we've seen question number 9. Come to question number 10. As a CA published a book. Book में क्या बताया मैंने आपको? The author is a member of the institute. Firm name not allowed to be given. Right. Yes, as a CA published a book and gave his personal details as the author. These details also mentioned his professional experience and his present association as a partner with RST firm. Right? Guilty of professional misconduct under 611. Therefore, members should not, so first you will write 611, then members should not adopt any indirect methods to advertise their professional practice with a view to gain publicity and thereby solicit client or professional work. Then the masala, such a restraint. Right. While elaborating the forms of soliciting work, who has said this? Firm name is not allowed to be given? The council has specified that a member is not permitted to indicate in a book or article published by him the association with any firm of CAs. In this case, as a CA published the book and mentioned his professional experience and his association as a partner. And therefore, S has committed professional misconduct by mentioning that at present he is a partner in RST or CA firm. Right? Read question number 11. M, a practicing CA, sent a letter to another firm of CA, claiming himself to be a pioneer in licensing. ये भी High Court decision में ऊपर देखा था. With the central government ministries and its elite department for getting various government clearances for which he had claimed to have an expertise, and gave a list of his existing clients and the details of his staff. Right? So again, guilty of professional misconduct under 611. Therefore, M was guilty of professional misconduct. 12 we've already seen. Come to question number 13. A partner of a firm of CAs during a TV interview. You know interview, no? CAPIB. Circular, advertisement, personal communication, interview, or by any other means. Right. So a partner of a firm of CAs during a TV interview handed over a biodata of his firm to the chairperson. Right. Such biodata detailed the standing of the international firm with which their firm was associated. It also detailed the achievements of the concerned partner and his recognition as an expert in the field of taxation in the country. He says, I'm an expert in taxation in the country. The chairperson read out the biodata during the interview. Interview to बाजू में ही रह गया. You understand? What is your opinion on the given case? क्या बोला है? Question का first line क्या है? The partner of firm of CAs during a TV interview handed over a biodata. Answer में second last line देखो. As this, the handing over of the biodata cannot be approved. You can't hand over the biodata, they say. Do you get that? Right? So the bio data was handed to over to the chairperson. The next line is, such an act would definitely lead to the promotion of the firm's name. And the publicity thereof as of the partner, and as such the handing over of the bio data cannot be approved. Therefore, the partner would be guilty of professional misconduct. Right? Question number 14. Right? All possible questions on earth on ethics have been put into this book. Like we have 134 plus questions on ethics in this book. Right, read. Why a CA in practice wrote several letters to the government departments. Letters to government departments. Inter alia pointing out the seniority of his firm. Sending his life sketch. And stating that a glorious record of service to the organization of accountancy with the view to get the audit work. Solicitation. Soliciting for professional work. Explain whether this action of Y will be guilty of professional misconduct. Yes, with the view to get the audit work now. So he has clearly violated the aforesaid clauses as he has advertised his professional attainments to solicit client and professional work, and hence is guilty of professional misconduct. And Sonu Monu we've already seen. Okay, right. Interview. Okay, I forgot to tell you in the beginning of the class, okay, when I'm discussing ethics in the class, no practical experience to be shared. You understand? We are not discussing over here practically what happens. Rather, I'm very surprised there was no question come up in the class when I said okay, books and articles firm name is not allowed to be given. Because we see that in many books and articles, the firm name is given. But ideally, it is not allowed. So that is why practical aspects are to be kept away. Right now, exam aspects are to be considered. You understand? But yes, to a very great extent, you know, because we are seeing High Court and Council decisions for the same. But if it is found that he goes to everywhere, he goes across the country to give such, you know, interviews or so, and in each interview he is only talking about himself, then if it becomes very prominent, then an action would be taken. But obviously, if you invite, say, at AS Foundation any KPMG partner, so you are going to talk about that partner, no, first. Okay, but it should be generally as a, because he's come to share his professional views with you, and not that he's come here only so that you all become your prospective clients. So the intention in mind has to be checked in that case. Okay, right. Guidelines for posting the particulars on the website. Can CA firms or chartered accountants have their own website? Yes, can I have my own website? Can I have my firm ka website? Right, two websites I'm talking about now, individual member website and also the firm website. So are CA firms free to create their own websites? Yes. Which color? Only black and white or only green and blue? Any color. There's a question asked in the exam, you know, okay, what are the colors which are allowed to be used on the website? That is why we have to study the guidelines. No. So it says any color. You understand? Okay. Any format. It's not necessary that home has to be on the left hand side and contact us has to be on the right hand side. It says any format as per the taste of the CA. CA can mention website address on professional stationery. Right. So say, this is the letterhead of my firm. You understand? Say A&M Company, Chartered Accountants, then the address of the firm has been given. Then the fax, mobile, landline, those numbers have been given. And then I have written over there, visit us at, like I make it say ABC and Company. So say I write over there, visit us at www.abcassociates.com. Am I allowed to mention website address on professional stationery? Is this okay? What I have written over here? It is not okay. Visit us at amounts to solicitation. If they want to visit, they will visit. Why you are telling visit us at? It's given. There is a case study. I'm not telling you on my own. It says www.abcassociates.com, no problem. Visit us at, it says problem. You understand? It says that will amount to solicitation. ये देखो यहाँ, visit our website. Question number 6. PQR and associate chartered accountants have their website. And on the letterhead of the form, it is mentioned that visit our website pqr.com. In the website, the nature of assignments handled, names of prominent client and fees charged is also displayed. Right? So what does it say? The Council of ICAI. It is permitted to mention the website address on the letterhead, but soliciting people to visit the website is not permitted. So visit us at abcassociates.com. It says that will amount to solicitation. Right. Then CA can mention website address on professional stationery. I clarified that. Website should be run on pull mode and not on push mode. What is this pull mode and push mode? Exactly. Only then it will open. It will not come up as a pop-up. You understand, no? Like, say you're opening Google and then automatically Myntra, Jabong, Flipkart, Asian Paints, Tata Docomo, all these sites, they automatically come up. No. So likewise, automatically abcassociates.com should not come up. It says only the people who want to access it should be given access to it. And it should be run on pull mode and not on push mode. Right. Then permitted information. What information can be given on the website? Name of the member, firm, members, firm's address, telephone number, fax, email ID, partner's name, their qualification, year of qualification, home address, telephone number, email ID, employee's name and their qualification, job vacancies including article shift can be put on the website. Passport size photograph. So wherever a photograph of the member has to come, it has to be a passport size photograph. So office went for picnic to Mahabaleshwar. Yes, Mahabaleshwar picnic photographs cannot be put on the website of the firm. Where they will go? Facebook. You understand? Yes. The website may provide a link. तो अभी है ना बहुत सारे website पे option रहता है ना important links. है ना website पे there is an option no कि what yes कि what are the important links which you can provide like institute के website पे भी है ना important links. So to which all websites can you provide a link through the CA's website? One, it says all the ICAI websites. यानी कि say the Pune branch website, the Vikasa, है ना all the ICAI related websites. Then all the government websites, मतलब all gov.in. Then after that all the regulatory, यानी कि SEBI, FEMA वगैरह, है ना ICAI, then government, then regulatory. And also the websites of other professional bodies. Like, CS, CMA, actuary, engineer, architect, है ना, CPA, England and Wales, Australian CPA. All these websites you can provide a link from the CA's website. What are the websites to which you can provide a link? ICAI websites. See, it says websites of ICAI, regional councils and the branches. In addition to that, the websites of the government departments, regulatory authorities, and other professional bodies such as CPA, England and Wales, Canadian Institute of Chartered Accountants. Yes, these are the institute websites to which you can provide a link through the CA's website. Right. Then, articles of professional interest. So can you put an article on your website on GST or on demonetization? Yes, professional interest articles can be put. Bulletin board. Today is the due date of paying service tax. Today is the date of filing the return on VAT. So can you put such a bulletin board? Yes. Chat room, yani ke messenger services, can they be provided? Yes, provided confidentiality is maintained. Date up to which the website is last updated. And the common logo prescribed by ICAI. है ना, the C and A, है ना, the common logo prescribed by ICAI. You cannot design your own logo. Like, all these vehicle companies, है ना, Audi and yes, all, or the cloth companies, they have their own logos. Likewise, can the CA firms create their own logos? No. Two things are constant. Wherever a photograph, a passport size photograph, and wherever a logo, the common logo prescribed by ICAI. That is why you might have seen, because they can't create their own logo, they write their name only in a particular style. Like, PwC is written in some block format with a particular color and a particular ink. Like wherever you see Deloitte written, it will be written this way, Deloitte with a green dot. And they have a specific style of writing. Why? Because they cannot create a logo. That is why they write their name only in a particular style. Right? So the common logo prescribed by ICAI. Right. Then within the website, within the website on specific pull request, matlab only if somebody asks for this data, only then you can provide this data. Nature of services rendered, what all assignments do you provide, what all assignments have been handled so far, areas of expertise of partners, expertise of employees. Like these big firms, they have department specific partners. They have a direct tax partner, indirect tax partner, consultancy partner, financial advisory services partner. They have an internal audit partner, stat audit partner. Right? So it says the areas of expertise of the partners, areas of expertise of the employees. Then number of article clerks working and the year of establishment. So can I write on the website of the CA firm? Okay, say example, this firm was formed on 24th of November, say 1950. Can I write on the website of the CA firm? Okay, this firm was formed on 24th of November 1950. Can you write on the website of the CA firm? Okay, this firm was formed on 24th of November 1950. No, you cannot. Why? Date of establishment is not allowed to be given. Only the year of establishment is allowed to be given. Since 1950 is what you can give. No need to write 24th November 1950. You understand? Year of establishment is allowed. Date of establishment is not allowed. Clear, Diana? Right. Then what is not allowed to be given on the website? One, name of clients and fees charged. So can you give on the CA website, on the firm's website, the name of clients and fees charged? By default, no. But if it is required by the regulator, whether in India or outside India, then yes. Names of clients and fees charged. Can it be given on the website? No. But what is the exception? It can be given if it is required by a regulator, whether in India or outside India, only to the extent of the requirement of the regulator. R raised to 10. This is an amendment which has come over there. Pehle to complete ban. Name of clients and fees charged could never be given on the website of the CA firm. But now what does it say? It can be given provided it is required by the regulator. If required by the regulator, then in that case it can be given. Like say banks vagare, they would require. So in that case it could be given. Right. No logo other than ICAI logo, no photo other than passport size photo, no advertisement and no reference to any other website other than those four which I told you. ICAI, government, regulatory and the other professional bodies. Other issues related to the website. Right, yes, what are the other issues? It says, one, the address of the website as far as possible should be close to the name of the firm. You understand? What is the name of your firm? PwC. So what should be the name of your website? pwc.com, pwcindia.com, pwccharteredaccountants.com. Near to the name of the firm. What is the name of your firm? PwC. What is the address of your website? kpmg.com. No, it should be near to the name of the firm. Address should not be such which results in soliciting the client. What is the name of your website? ca1.com, bestcainpune.com, sabse sasta ca.com. You understand? Should not be such as it results in soliciting the client. And a website address should not be such. Listing of CA's website on search engine is allowed. Yani ke Google, Yahoo, yes, search engine, is it allowed? Yes, but it should be under the criteria of CA, Indian CP or any related field. And whenever you're filling up your annual membership fees and during the year, if you have created a website, then will you fill up your annual membership fees, you have to give the details of any website created during the year. And then the institute on its own will vet your website. Vet matlab VET, check your website. Okay, whether you've complied with the guidelines or whether you've not complied with the guidelines. And can you provide services through other websites? Yes, through Times of India or so, you can provide the professional advice. Right? Yes. No, even that is not allowed. That logo is also of ICAI, no. So that CA ke liye they've prescribed that green and blue tick wala logo. Premium. So nowadays that is allowed. Like on Just Dial also you have that premium service. So that would be allowed. Right. Yes, XYZ, a form of CAs in practice, developed a website xyz.com. Is the name okay? xyz.com? Okay. The color chosen for the website was a very, very bright green. Okay. And the website was to run on push technology. Not allowed. Were the names of the partners of the firm allowed? And the major clients were to be displayed. What did I tell you? Clients now you can disclose, but only where it is required by the regulator. Discuss the case. We've already discussed. You get that? Okay. Next one. Question number 2. XYZ, a firm of CAs, created a website xyzindia.com. Okay. The website, besides containing the details of the firm and the biodata of the partners, also contains the photograph of all the partners of the firm. Assuming that it is a passport size photograph, then it is okay. Right, so the guidelines allow a firm to put up the details of the firm of partners and display of a passport size photograph. Right. Next one, question number 3. XYZ and Associates, a firm with 5 partners, developed a website xyzassociates.com. The website also contained a link to All India Chartered Accountants Association, a voluntary association where X, the partner of the firm, is currently the vice president. All India Chartered Accountants Association. Not allowed. Why? Because what are the only 4 to which a link is allowed? ICAI, government, regulatory and other professional bodies. So that is why this All India Chartered Accountants Association is not permitted. Question number 4. A CA in practice created his own website in attractive format and colors and circulated the information contained in the website through email. Yes, website is to be run on pull mode and not on push mode. That is why not allowed. Yes, question number 5, only RTP November 15. Right, question number 5. CA intelligent. मतलब पक्का कुछ तो गलत किया होगा. Okay, a CA in practice provides part-time tutorship under the coaching organization of the institute. So can he provide part-time tutorship under the coaching organization of the institute? Yes, that is allowed in clause 11 part 1 first schedule only. On 30th June 2015, he was awarded Best Faculty of the Year as gratitude from the institute. Later on, CA Intelligent posted his framed photograph. Passport size photograph, no, not framed photograph, on his website wherein he was receiving the award from the institute. Right, so guilty. Right, in this context, it may be noted that according to the guidelines approved by the council, no photographs of any sort are permitted, only display of passport size photograph is permitted, and therefore Intelligent is guilty of professional misconduct. Right, and question number 6 we've already covered. Right, so that's the entire journey of clause 6 part 1 first schedule. I'm telling you, if you start reading this on your own, you will sleep double of what you have slept right now. You've understood? Right, so that is clause 6 part 1 first schedule. A chartered accountant in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he solicits client or professional work directly or indirectly by CAPIB. एग्जाम में भी अलग अलग लाइन पे लिखने का, circular, advertisement, personal communication, interview or by any other means, provided that nothing contained herein shall be construed as preventing or prohibiting a member in practice from applying, requesting, inviting, securing, professional work from another CA in practice, or responding to tenders or inquiries issued by various users of professional services from time to time and getting professional work as a consequence. Start writing clause 611 on your own with the misconduct and the exception, starting with as per clause 6 part 1 first schedule. Yes, try writing on your own. Yes, as per clause 6 part 1 first schedule. Yes, start writing on your own. Yes, with the misconduct and the exception. Obviously. First schedule to the Chartered Accountants Act 1949. Accountant in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he solicits client or professional work. Right? No leaving a line. I told you, between the three sentences. Between the three parts of that same sentence, you just have to go to the next line. You can't leave a line over there. See, when you put a full stop, after that you leave a line. Right? Solicits client or professional work directly or indirectly by CAPIB, circular, advertisement, personal communication, interview, or by any other means. Provided that nothing contained herein shall be construed as preventing or prohibiting. Huh? No. Any other means that covers FB and all, Twitter and all. But you can have a profile for what is allowed. Applying, requesting, inviting, securing professional work from another CA in practice, or responding to tenders or inquiries. See, unless and until, abhi it's too initial, but later on when you study also, you learn it also. And unless and until you don't write it, then you don't identify the exact point where you're getting stuck up, You identify that blank space in your brain, when you start writing. This is the word or this is the sentence which I'm not getting. And then you know that is the point on which you need to work on. Yes, applying, requesting, inviting, securing professional work from another CA in practice, or responding to tenders or inquiries issued by various users and organizations of professional services from time to time and getting professional work as a consequence. Then after that, you will also write down the masala. What is that? Such a restraint has been put on the members of the profession so that they maintain their independence of judgment and may be able to command respect from their prospective clients. Such a restraint has been put on the members of the profession so that they maintain their independence of judgment and may be able to command respect from their prospective clients. सच ए रिस्ट्रेंट है ना, क्लॉज 4 के क्वेश्चन 4 के आंसर में भी है सच ए रिस्ट्रेंट, बहुत सारे आंसर्स में है बट क्वेश्चन 4 वो ऑनेस्ट वाले के आंसर में है. इज मिस्टर ऑनेस्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग इन सॉलिसिटिंग प्रोफेशनल वर्क? Yes. No, CA in practice and as an employment. Well, being in practice also you can be employed. Yes, that will come under clause 11. हो गया. Second exception you have to write. Okay. Right. Right. So do you have any class after this? What time? 6 o'clock, no? Yes. What time do you have a class after this? 4 o'clock? Okay. I was thinking I'll take up to 4 every day, as one of two of them were saying. I have no problem. I can continue up to 3:30 also. I can go up to 4 also. I am okay for both. Starting will be same because you guys finish accounts. Okay, now VK sir is finishing at 11:30, no? Only for tomorrow. 12:30 it gets over. So even that combination doesn't work out. So you have at 4. And others? Also, that is not to be considered. Okay, so anyways, let me just start with clause 7, part 1 for schedule so that you at least start thinking on that one. Right. So we have finished with a very huge clause. Rather, there is no clause as huge as clause 6, part 1 for schedule. Right, now coming to the second one over there, yes, which is again an important one, which is again an ATF, clause 7, part 1, first schedule. A chartered accountant in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he. So again in 711, I am going to discuss with you what is the misconduct and what are the exceptions. You know that, no, now? Right, so what is the misconduct? It says, guilty of professional misconduct if he advertises his professional attainments. Advertises his professional attainments or services. or uses designation or expression other than that of CA on professional documents such as letterheads, signboards, visiting cards, unless it be, है ना, unless it be, मतलब now I'm talking about the exceptions, के what designations, expressions are allowed, unless it be a degree of university established by law in India. So BCom, MCom, are they allowed to be given along with the degree of CA? Yes. Recognized by central government. Right? So any PhD or so, you know, or any IAS वगैरह degree, है ना, recognized by central government. Title indicating membership of ICAI or an institution whose membership has been recognized, or a professional institution whose membership has been recognized by the central government or the council. And further it says, provided that a member in practice may advertise through a write-up subject to the guidelines issued by the council. So 2 misconducts and 2 exceptions. What is the second misconduct? Using unapproved wrong designations. You know, yesterday also I had discussed with you section 7. Members to be known as chartered accountants, nothing in addition thereto or nothing in substitution thereof. Do you remember that? Okay, so can a CA in practice write after ACA or FCA that he is a tax consultant, that he is a cost consultant, and that he is a legal advisor? Can you use such designations or expression? No, these are unapproved wrong designations. Now, what justification ICAI gives in the answer? Can I write after ACA in my visiting card that I am a tax consultant? I cannot write ACA and then tax consultant. I cannot write. Yes, why I cannot write if in the exam a question comes? What justification I will write in the answer? Why? Because tax consultant is neither a degree of university established by law in India, nor is it recognized by central government, nor is it an institution whose membership has been recognized by central government or council, and that is why tax consultant is not allowed. You understand? No, I can just show you one question on this specific one first. You know, वो cost accountant or something that fellow has used. हाँ, ये देखो, second one. Question number 2. Are you all there? Yes, page number 2.28. A practicing CA uses a visiting card. Very good. In which he designates himself as a chartered accountant. Very good. As tax consultant. Not very good. And cost accountant also not good. You can use the degree which is given by that institution, that is CMA, but you cannot use this designation called as what you say, is a cost accountant. So what does it say? Nice way. Section 7 read with clause 7. लगना चाहिए यार, examiner को class करके आए हैं तभी ये सब लिख रहे हैं. Without that it won't come in the exam. Unless, see, when anything, even for me, when it is specifically told to me, then more probability that I remember it. So section 7 read with clause 7 of part 1 of first schedule prohibits advertising of professional attainments or services of a member. That is one problem, advertising professional attainments or services. And second, what is the problem? Using wrong designations and expressions. It also restrains a member from using any designation or expression other than that of a CA in documents through which the professional attainments of the member would come to the notice of the public. है ना? Under the clause, the use of the expression designation other than CA on professional documents, visiting cards, etc. amounts to misconduct unless it is a degree of university, title indicating membership of any other professional body recognized by central government or council. Now the most important line in the answer. Thus it is improper to use the designation tax consultant since neither it is a degree of university established by law in India or recognized by central government, nor it is a recognized professional membership by the central government or the council, and that is why tax consultant not allowed. So similarly, एक आगे निगल के question में he said that he is a management expert. He told to the audience that he is a management expert. अगेन आंसर में क्या लिखा है? You understand कि management expert, since neither it is a degree of university established by law or recognized by central government, nor it is recognized professional membership by the central government or the council. समझ रहा है क्या मैं क्या बता रही हूँ? है ना? Unapproved wrong designation के आंसर में कैसे लिखना है? मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट, कॉस्ट अकाउंटेंट, टैक्स कंसल्टेंट, मन में आया वो बोलते हो. टुमारो यू विल से आरजे, डीजे, आरजे, है ना, वीजे, एमजे एंड ऑल दैट यू विल से. You understand? No, no. Since neither it is a degree of university established by law in India, nor recognized by central government, nor an institution whose membership has been recognized by the central government or the council. Right. So what is the analysis of clause 7? Divided under two parts. Advertises his professional attainments or services, or uses designation or expression other than that of CA on the professional documents. What professional documents are they talking of? Letterheads, signboards, visiting cards, unless it be a degree of university established by law in India, recognized by central government, title indicating membership of ICAI, or an institution whose membership has been recognized by central government or council. And what is the second exception to 711? Provided that a member in practice may advertise through a write-up subject to the guidelines issued by the council. So you can give a write-up of the firm or a write-up of the member. Write-up is like a biodata type. And provided that a member in practice may advertise through a write-up, and subject to the guidelines issued by the council. Okay, just one more question, which is regarding the visiting personal letterhead. You understand, right? What is the question number? Yes, question number 3. Question number 3, Adnan. Yes, a CA in practice is a partner of 4 firms. Can you become a partner in 4 firms? No problem. While printing his personal letterhead, Adnan gave the name of all the firms in which he is a partner. Comment. Not allowed? He gave the name of names of the firms of the address, names of the firms, and next question में क्या था? Names and addresses of all the firms. Is it allowed? Yes, it is allowed. Okay, the only problem with clause 7 has is with regard to the use of designation and expression. Where did I say in clause 7 that name and address of the firm is not allowed to be given? When does clause 7 say that you are guilty? When you use unapproved wrong designations. I know, what does it say? Advertises his professional attainments or services, or uses designation or expression other than that of CA on professional documents such as letterheads, signboards, visiting cards, etc. So what problem clause 7 has? With unapproved wrong designations. Does it have a problem with giving the name and address of all the firms where you are a partner? It doesn't have a problem with that. That is why Adnan is Adnan. He is not guilty of any professional misconduct. Yes, he is not guilty of any professional misconduct. Right? We shall continue tomorrow. Right? Tomorrow we'll complete with part 1, first schedule.